Right, tell the story about the manhole cover.
Right, in the same magazine as the one with the cat and the fire and that.
Don't tell me that story again, it gives me the shivers.
Yeah, a cat that's got a weird expression on its face is against God.
Anyway, this isn't a scary story, this was just, like physics. Physics.
Yeah.
It was going on about the, nuclear bomb and how powerful it is. And, they put a manhole cover on top of one.
Okay.
Blew it up.
Yeah.
Never saw the manhole cover again.
Man alive, Carl. Unexplained.
What's going on there? Something weird is happening there. Oh.
If anyone has ever seen that manhole cover, please get in touch. We'd love to know where it is.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Finally, White Van Man, what do you make of the fact that Sainsbury's are bringing in square tins?
Is that
a
true?
concern for you?
Is that true?
Apparently so.
Why?
Dunno.
Like it's easy to stack.
This is what the guy in the Sun has said. That should be interesting for that should be his comment on Sainsbury's are bringing in square tins is that should be interesting for meatballs. Ricky's just collapsed on the floor. Let's just play a song, Carl. I don't think even you can top that.
Right, old woman, about 70 years old. She's normally fit and healthy and stuff, nothing wrong with her, she's having a good life. And one day, she goes for a check to the doctors, just to check herself out, 'cause she's getting on a bit. Says, take your clothes off and that. So she does, and checks her out, says, yeah, you're looking good, you're looking good. Turn round, he said, oh God. He said, you got a tumour on your buttock. Right? So she goes, oh, what, can you do anything to sort it out? So they go, yeah, we'll book you in for an operation, it's best if we remove this. Books are in for an operation, operation day comes, strip her down and that, they're all stood round, the doctors, start to operate, it only turns out it's a pork chop that she sat on 5 years earlier, and it had stuck to her buttock.
Right, Carl.
I can forward you. Serious.
Right, okay, Carl, I'm telling you now, I'm leaving. I'm never doing this show again.
No, I'm serious. Honestly.
You're talking. I've never had such. You are. Play a record. Play a record.
I couldn't believe it.
What do you mean you can't believe it? Stop the record. Stop the record. Stop the record. Right, okay. Right, what do you mean you couldn't believe it?
No, when I read it, I said, I've got to tell Ricky
This
that.
woman had a pork chop stuck to her arse for 5 years, you mental case. Of course she didn't.
Seriously, what about this?
We're not going to sort that out today.
Idiot abroad. Fool's gold. I give you $1 million to spend, and you've got 1 year to make $2 million.
I've got to double $1 million.
Yeah. You can gamble, you can put it all on a horse, or you can put a little bit on a horse. You go to Dragon's Den. You go, look, I've got an idea. Clippable mug. What about the tie with, like, you can carry scissors in and stuff?
That's already out there.
Is it? What was the first thing you do with that? If I said you've got a year to make 1 million, and you've got this million.
Just do loads of stuff.
Go on then, go on then. What's the first thought what you do?
Antiques and buy antiques, flog them on, art.
Right.
I buy a house in Bulgaria.
What do you know about
Whoa. You're going to buy a house in Bulgaria. That's your first thought. How much is the house in Bulgaria?
100 grand.
Right, how much do you want to sell it for?
I'm going to sell it for 200, I'm going to do it all.
You're going to double your money on a house
Easy.
within a year?
Easy.
You've got to make 130.
Oh, yeah, I'm spinning plates here. This is
Go on, and what else
I'm
you
doing.
got?
So you've got to keep flying to Bulgaria to check on the
I've got the local builders on it.
Right. In Bulgaria?
Yeah, plate spinning.
Right.
Antiques on the go. I'm buying
What's
scratch
antiques?
cards.
You're buying scratch cards?
I buy a load of scratch cards.
How many?
5,000 scratch cards.
Right.
I'd have some kids doing that. I'd say, right, you can have a £5.
You're giving it to...
I haven't got time. I'm giving it them to do.
This is the worst idea I've ever heard. That my million's gone, isn't it?
Yeah,
No, it hasn't.
I mean, I've just...
It hasn't. If you've got money, you make money. That's a fact.
Where is Bulgaria?
It's somewhere. I know Bulgaria is good for property. I've seen a lot of property programs.
Do you
That's
mean
what I do. I just
Belgravia?
watch. No. There's a lot of things that you can do with property, antiques. I'm buying classic cars and doing them up.
So you're doubling your money on a classic car in a year?
Yeah, but I've made stuff, I've made inventions.
What have you done?
I do the Dragon's Den. Like you say, the clippable mat idea. Like, you have your cup there, but look at that saucer. Every time I have a little bit of tea, I'm talking to you, I've got to go like that. I've got to look exactly where I'm putting it again.
Right.
The clippable mat is stuck on. It's attached to it at all times.
That's ridiculous.
I'm talking to you, how's it going? And if I want, I don't have to put it down there, I can put it down there. I'm not limited as to the surface that I can put it on. It's attached. It's washerproof. Dishwasher proof. It's an idea.
I'm out.
This is good. Cools you down. That's going to give you a headache, not get rid of one. Look how complicated it is just for a toilet. You have the skill of Bill Gates. Just have a shit. You can't do any of that. Can't do that stuff. But it's a robot. It's a crisp picker-upper. If you want some crisps but you don't want to get crisps on your hands, you use a crisp picker-upper.
I like the fact that you've got a bit of a rebellious streak in you sometimes. You go off-road. And I called you when you were in Japan, and you dropped this bombshell that you've finally decided the one thing you want to do before you die. And that was to invent something. And you said it's because you wanted to leave a legacy, which I thought was brilliant.
Well, just because you're dead longer than you're alive, aren't you?
OK.
I'm coming up with stuff all the time. That's why I think this is my strength that hasn't been used yet. I can't do this sort of thing, really, this sort of job of being on the telly. Look at Dyson. It's only a vacuum cleaner, yet he's up there with Einstein and everything. He's well rated, just for a vac. And I reckon I can come up with something better than that.
It doesn't have to be a cure for cancer. I'm not going to come up with that. All I can do is come up with something that I needed at the time and that I think other people will go, do you know what, that's a bloody good invention.
So something that benefits mankind?
Yes.
OK.
He pitched me the idea over the phone, and I said, I'm out.
OK, well, pitch it to me now then.
Right. In Japan, they don't have these.
You mean they don't have
chairs?
They don't have chairs?
Yeah, of course they have chairs.
You try finding one. You sit on the floor all the time. When you go in a restaurant, you sit down cross-legged. You get a flat arse and your legs ache.
Yep.
Right?
So you've invented what?
It's the Pilko pump pant.
I'm sorry, the Pilko pump pant.
It's a pair of pants with a cushion built in the arse.
The inflatable pant stops your arse from getting wet. For men or women. Do you know the thing you put on your neck when you're on long flights?
Yeah.
I've used that. That isn't how the finished thing would look when I make it. You know, this is a prototype. Pilko pant.
Excellent.
I sold some on a shopping channel. You're slagging them off, you're saying I'm out. Watch this.
But this is the lovely man I was talking about. It is our lovely Karl to bring you some trousers.
All right, how's it going?
Hello.
Good one, good one. Morning, everyone. Hope you're well. It's the pants we're selling today. Look at that. Not bad, that, is it? You've come on the telly to flog me a pair of pants. We know about pants. We've seen pants before. You haven't, have you? You haven't seen these pants. It's that bit there, that's the seller. That's what we're here for. That's what we're talking about. It's the Pilko pump pant. The way it works is you've got a big zip, a good quality zip. Look at that. Doesn't stick. It's a quality zip. Quality zip. All right? Open it. There it is. There's the cushion. You might have one of these already. Shove it in there. You know you're going to be sat down for a while. You're waiting for that order of the sofa. You're waiting at the bus stop. You haven't got a seat because the queue's big. The buses are delayed. Where you're going to sit. But the beauty is you can sit where you want. Sit on concrete. Sit on the road. Not on the road. That's dangerous. Sit on the pavement. Sit on grass. How good is that? And there's only 15 pairs available. 15 pairs in the whole world. Do you want to be one of the 15?
Still 15 left.
To have the Pilko pump pant.
Look at him. Look at him in them.
There you go.
It's terrible.
Show you how easy it is again.
It looks like some sort of medical procedure, doesn't it?
That's what people would think if they saw you walking down.
They think that you think you've had your arse removed.
Get rid of that. Look at that for a pocket. Look at that. Like I say, we're carrying more and more stuff around with us.
Think of carrying stuff in that.
Your arse rattling around with stuff,
Yeah.
mobile phones.
Football.
Laptops, iPads, all that lot.
Fruit.
Look at that. Look at the size of that.
Who's
pocket.
putting a laptop in their arse?
Toast, bread. You nip out to the shop.
Milk, loaf,
you
bread.
don't buy a carrier bag. They're charging you 5 pence a bag at the moment at the supermarket.
Yeah.
No, I'm not buying a bag. You just turn round at the cash point, stick your milk in there, stick your bread in there, off you go. A big, big pocket. You've got this. Health and safety these days. You've got that in there. You like a walk. Maybe buy some for your young kid. You're walking by the canal. He falls in. Is he a good swimmer? I don't know. You tell me. But if he falls in, he's got something to keep him buoyant.
Upside down, like that. He's like that. He's drowning.
Like
It might be a
corpse.
I'm just saying there's a possibility that it could help you out if you fall in a canal, a lake, a river. Anything else? Anything else goes? Hang on, let's see how the orders are going. Have we had anyone calling in yet? 2 people on the phone. What do they want? Do they want to talk to me, or is that just... They've gone. We've sold them. Job done. Brilliant. Cheers for that, everyone. These are how they look in real life.
This is the Pilky pump pant.
Pilko pump pant.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, it looks ridiculous. It does look ridiculous.
So does most fashion these days.
Okay, no, good, yeah, no, yeah, if it was... Yeah, no, you're right, yeah, it's all
Sit
arbitrary,
down.
yeah.
Well, why sit
Well, here's the chair, you don't need a chair. That's doubled up, you must be too comfortable. Sit on the floor.
All right.
Sit on the floor there, because that would be...
And I suppose particularly useful if you've had a finger up the arse.
Right, there you go. So,
Right.
yeah,
Dead comfy.
yeah.
Really comfy.
Carl, can you go and bring me my sort of bread and milk and stuff that
Have you got 5 pence for a carry bag?
I haven't, no.
Well, I haven't. Hang on, don't worry about that. See you in a minute. What did you want? Bread and milk?
Some groceries, yeah.
Look, imagine walking down the street wearing that.
Absolutely ridiculous. Carl, it looks... it looks fucking ridiculous.
He doesn't know.
It does.
doing a job.
It looks...
like that.
No one will walk down the street like that.
Hang on.
Hold on, Carl, I bought you,
No, look.
Carl.
There's no restrictions.
I've bought you a couple of cups and saucers. Yeah, can you take... I bought you these for you.
got a bag?
I haven't got a bag, no, just pop them in there.
Pop them in.
Yeah.
You see, you
Yeah, just... Oh, well, can you...
shove them in.
Yeah, just put them in there. There you go. So
Right.
it's safe, good. It's safe for that, yeah. All right, okay, all right, yeah, good.
Run for the bus, mate.
Quick,
Run,
quick. Suzanne's at home. Oh, here comes Carl.
Here comes Carl with our new crockery.
Honestly, that isn't pulling me down or anything. That is fine.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
No, well, you'd bubble wrap them normally, wouldn't you?
God!
Unbelievable.
44 by on step 1. Action! हमें मालूम है हाय कि बारे में कायदा कानून नहीं है पुलिस इसके बारे में कई कार आई है
अरे स्कॉटलैंड यार्ड की पुलिस से कम नहीं ना है बिहार पुलिस
Scotland Yard?
क्या
Hamko Malumi Huahe. Kibahami. Jungle Raj Sheltaha. Kahi political leaders ka. Bayan Hamamahama past.
good rolling by take one action hey कौन है
ये वही काले पांडे है ना जिसने आईएएस की बीवी का रेप किया
I
था
laughed, I just laughed. Sorry about that. It was good delivery. That was good. Ekone. Ekone. Sorry, I'll do it again. Right, go on. Do it this time.
hey कौन है action oh sick ये कौन है
ये वही काले पांडे है ना What are you laughing?
I'll go. Sorry.
You gotta be right now.
Yeah, I know, he's just been
That's
battered.
him.
I know, it's just...
Teasing me.
take one action ये कौन है?
ये वही काले पांडे हैं ना जिसने IAS की बीवी का रेप किया था?
Can you just get a single on him? Just have the camera on him when he says yippee.
Next time on The Moaning of Life.
We've had the Iron Age, the Stone Age, this is the about age. I think you have to really get into the zone. People shouldn't be running the distances they're doing. He's balmy. We've got 2 courses. We're homeless. What have you done to your tongue? Have you seen that? That's like alien. If you're worrying about the wrinkles on your I'd say your life's pretty good.
All sample.
All of it.
All of it, please.
As much as I can. I don't know where it's going to go.
But only once, you know.
What are you? I don't know really, it's just...
No, I'm just a mate. We're mates. That's what we are, really. It's just that this is what we do as well. You know, if we were cab drivers, we'd do stuff when we were at work cab driving. Whereas we're in film and TV. What?
What do you mean?
We'd do something. We'd have bets like who could pick up the weirdest person, wouldn't we? We'd take pictures secretly in the mirror.
It's tiring.
What, having me as a mate?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what he said about me once? He said something about your friendship with Ricky. He said, he's like an iron lung. I need him, but I wish I didn't.
Yeah.
Isn't that good?
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. But you must have friends that are annoying and you go, oh, and you can't get rid of them. And then when you move, you think, well, tell them the address. I could just disappear now.
You didn't tell me your address, but I followed you.
I know, he did. Can you believe that? You didn't just follow me, you chased me. I'm not joking.
Did he really?
Yeah. I told him, I said, I'm going home in a minute, and I thought, oh no. And it's when I lived in town, and his office was only down the road, and he didn't know where I lived. And he said, I'm going to follow you. And I walked really fast, legging it down Googe Street.
With the bloke from the office running after you.
Yeah.
You weren't famous.
Honestly,
then.
I got in, like, Suzanne said, what's wrong? I said, Ricky's been chasing me. And she wanted to go out, so we can't go out yet, he might be out there.
That's weird, isn't it?
It is weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
And there was also a fella in the week who said that women shouldn't be wearing trousers.
Why?
Because they don't look good in them.
Right, and who is this man, and from what era did he...
French fella.
Okay.
Last week.
Did he mean walk around naked?
He just said women should wear skirts rather than trousers because no woman looks good in a pair of pants.
Right. How old was he?
He was probably about 67.
Uh-huh.
About that, 67, 68.
Yeah, yeah.
Wasn't happy with that. What do you think? What do you think about that?
It's rubbish.
Yeah.
These are the only things that have caught your eye over the last couple of weeks. This is the entire news.
Galileo did something with light. A French fella said women shouldn't wear trousers. See, that to me wouldn't pass as education.
It's not education.
I don't know where you could ever use that. I don't know when that would ever be applicable to life.
I just like reading stuff that sort of reminds me of... Do you know what I mean? If I read it and it gets me thinking, I think that's a good little piece.
But I mean, but surely can't you just sort of like sit near something that vibrates to keep your brain going, or shake your head every now and again? I mean, what does this do? You mean it makes you start using your brain?
But what aspect of a Frenchman said women shouldn't wear trousers got your mind working? What questions were you asking?
Because I thought that's a bit daft, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, it ends there with me. There's nothing else. There's nowhere else for me to go on that.
He closes
your mind's
the
still worrying.
Yeah, go on. What did you think? Let's go through this. Oh, I wish we could download his thoughts.
I know.
Just watch it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great, like a DVD?
Like a cartoon.
Imagine that extra footage on the Office DVD.
Yeah, Carl's brain.
That would be
with
amazing. Oh, with a commentary. Go on.
Women wearing trousers and that, right? On the estate that I grew up in.
Yeah.
On right? There was a woman about 4 houses down, right? Rough. She's the one.
She was, or the estate.
She was, right?
Yeah.
She's the one whose kid took a horse into her house.
Yes.
Right.
Now we won't go over that again.
No.
If you're a new listener, I think we've covered. I think they get
That's
the
all
idea.
you need to know.
Right.
Yeah.
Now she used to wear leggings.
Yeah.
Now they're a bad idea.
They are a terrible idea. I agree with you there, Carl. If you're a lady of
What
the
colour?
Normo persuasion...
Were they pink?
No, they were sort of black, but with all bits on them.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean?
What, toast and
Just
horse
bits.
droppings. Yeah, go on, yeah.
And she used to, she's quite a big woman.
Sure.
Pauline Quirk, I think
Yeah,
you described her as.
Looked like a light bulb when
It
she was
is those
bending
kind of
over in
women that are
leggings.
attracted to leggings.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
They are drawn to them like a moth. to a flame.
Yeah.
She
yeah.
used to wear them, and that's what I remember when I read this piece. And she used to work on one of those sex line things.
Right.
Right, she used to do that. But
what was she, an engineer?
The weird thing with her was, she had big eyelids.
Right.
Go on.
That were too big, and this is what I was thinking.
What do you mean she had big eyelids? How big do eyelids have to be for you to go, they're big eyelids? What was she shoplifting with them? Would she come out of Dixon's with, like, radio stored in them? What do you mean she had big eyelids?
It was another one of them popular things around our way. Do you know, like...
What do you mean popular things? They didn't go, oh, I'll tell you what, they're all the rage. Can I get some big eyelids, please?
No, it was just like one of them things that people suffered with. Just big eyelids. They could hardly open their eyes.
What do you mean? What do you mean? That's one of the popular things round where I grew up. People had big eyelids, they could hardly open their eyes. What does that mean? What sort of freak town were you born in? You had webbed feet people with big heads, you got women with big eyelids. What does big eyelids mean?
Are you confusing her with the horse?
yeah. Did she have hooves? Look, what?
Just too much skin. It was like the neck of a chicken. But on the eyes.
What's your point? Anyway, so there's this big eyelided woman with the leggings.
And that's what I'm saying to you, though. That's when I read that story with people with trousers.
Yeah.
I went from that.
Yeah.
To a woman who used to have big eyelids. I still on the point.
But then, and also the other bloke who had the eyelid problem was a mate of mine.
Right.
His dad had it, and same problem, massive eyelids.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
I used to say to my mum, I'm going round to Dave's house.
Yeah.
And
or Drew
say,
Pig, as you call him.
That's all right, but make sure his dad doesn't take you out in the car because he could hardly see. He had to have his head.
He had to tilt his head back to keep his eyes open.
Make sure! Did he have a couple of matches with him at all times?
What a load of gobbledygook.
I know.
In fact, this began as educating Ricky.
I know,
So
it's
what,
like
he was
people
thinking,
with eyelids.
But it's like you're supposed to make that leap as well.
Yeah.
If I mention the trousers, Ricky will probably be thinking about people with big eyelids and women wearing leggings.
Play a record, Carl.
Got nonsense.
Adverts.
No. Oh, all right.
Possibly, Anders. Maybe send in a CV or email a CV.
He's put a little bit of all of us in that, hasn't he? Oh, I'll ask you if he's a goggle-eyed freak, Steve.
All right, calm down.
Well, no, I didn't mean
there's no need to get insulted.
No, I didn't necessarily mean you, did I?
No need to get nasty.
Well,
Also, I was thinking about that actually, Steve.
Oh God.
Just talking of the old.
What?
What?
Talking of the what?
No. Do you know, like?
This better be good.
No, you don't have that many girlfriends. And that.
what do you mean?
Carl, why are we on this? I was defending you in the whole monkey discussion. Come on, what's your point? What's your point? What's your point?
No, what's the point? What's the point?
I just was thinking.
If there was an infinite number of Steves?
You're an odd-looking fella.
Come on, Carl, get to the...
No, I know that. I've told you that loads of times.
What do you mean, you know I know that?
Well, there's no point pretending anymore.
Steve, I'm flabbergasted.
But also, you don't like spending money, right?
He's mean and weird looking.
Valentine's Day. Are you sort of, you know...
You've got to love him though, haven't you?
What are you happier with? The fact that no girls like you enough, right?
This is really mental.
Or are you happy because you don't have to spend any money on a card for someone?
A little from column A, a little from column B.
Right, let's have more monkey news. What have we got?
No, we've got
so much to get into this show. Insults,
We don't
stupidity.
need the insults. I think we've got enough. We don't need the
Yeah,
insults.
there's no more insults. No
what
more insults.
angers me with Carl is, you know, he's been planning that.
No, I haven't. I was thinking about it on the way in because Valentine's Day is coming up and I'm not a big fan of it.
Condoms?
You bought your girlfriend a box of condoms for Christmas. I don't think you can have a go at me. To be fair.
No, but I don't just treat her on Valentine's. I'm always... Do you know what I mean?
You don't even treat her on Valentine's. You don't even treat her at Christmas or on her birthday. When do you treat her?
Hang on a minute. Wait a cotton picking minute there. Oh, why I order. Wait a minute. What was that? Tiffany dog.
I treat your girlfriend better than you, and I've only met her twice.
I took her out last night and she enjoyed herself.
Where'd you go?
Until she had to write the check.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
To a chippy. A really...
Play a record.
To a chippy?
No, a really quality one.
Right.
Oh, God!
Under a £5 for 2.
Oh, nice wrapping. Not newspaper, greaseproof paper.
And bread.
And bread.
No.
Oh! Chimpanzee that! Monkey news. Earlier than usual.
I'll have to save this link now. Monkey news. We've done a lot of stuff, right, on monkeys. And most of it has been...
Is bollocks.
No, has been like happy stories.
Oh, is this a sad... It's not... Is this going to be like our tune? Our monkey tune. Simon Bates and welcome to our monkey tune.
No, but do you know what I mean? We've done stuff about a monkey that robbed a bank.
Yeah. Why is that happy?
He had a great life after that. Right.
What, in Marbella?
Yeah. Right, we did the one who saved someone's handbag in a railway station.
We've had a lovely marriage, couple of marriages.
Couple of monkey marriages.
Yeah, yeah.
There was the one who got a job in a railway station.
Yeah, the hairdresser.
The one who set up a business in Spain.
I don't even remember that one. I'm willing to believe that happened. Go on then, Carl.
But anyway, yeah. So today's isn't that happy really. It's about some monkey. I think it was a chimp.
Who's an ape? Go on.
It tried to. I mean, the story set us off at a sort of a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's something about he went to Russia to do some business.
What are you talking about, Carl?
It jumped past that bit though. It didn't start there.
What?
Do you know what I mean? It didn't tell you what he was doing. It just said, "There's this monkey. He went to Russia
to do some business,
I know.
do some stuff.
I don't know.
Bit of monkey business." And anyway, didn't work out.
So, they were furious. We wanted a surgeon. You send us a monkey.
Anyway, ended up being homeless.
Oh
no! Joking.
So it's taken a turn for the worst.
What? Couldn't even get into like a tree hostel or anything like that.
That's the problem. And
God.
Ended up homeless. Got in with some tramps.
I don't know where to start.
Come on.
Yeah, so he's knocking about with some tramps and stuff. You know, sharing drink and what have you around a little fire. They broke into some home, not sort of squatted.
Right, so I'm not homeless anymore.
Problem was, he had a roof over his little area head.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, this is good. This is, we're having a good time. This is sorting me out."
Yeah.
He had his
He
mate.
said that in Russian though.
But what was he eating?
I don't know. It didn't say. But they're in this house.
Well, he could only be eating sort of like fruit, nuts, vegetables. I mean, they classically sort of don't eat pork pies and.
But they've got McDonald's in Moscow now, so
sure.
You probably chow down on that.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was a bust.
What?
There was a bust in the flat that they were squatting in. All the other tramps sort of knew what was going on, legged it, left little chimps out there, got arrested. And they thought it was a real fella at first. They were like, get him, he's obviously just a scruffy bloke who hasn't had a shave and stuff.
Yeah.
Hasn't shaved his back for a while.
Or his face.
Yeah.
His head.
Got him down the station. And the boss was like, "What's going on here? We've got a monkey here." He was like, "What?" So you arrested a monkey.
Well, so the arresting officers hadn't noticed all the way to the station that he kept slipping out of the handcuffs and was going for the entire journey. They didn't notice till they got there. What, did they put a hood over his head maybe and just like,
I don't know. I'll give you the story if you want. There's the headline.
What is it? What's the headline, Steve? I don't want to see it, but...
the headline. This is once again from supposedly reputable news organisation Ananova. Homeless monkey arrested in Russia.
Did you read on, or did you see the headline and make up that whole story?
Most of it is there.
What isn't there? What bit isn't there then?
No, I think you know. Steve can have a look over it, check it out and stuff.
Point out the embellishment for me, Steve, will you?
Well, what it doesn't say is that the police didn't realise it was a monkey.
That's what I was guessing. Really? That they got it back and said, "What are you doing? We've got a monkey," and they go, "Yeah, yeah." Oh God.
There's some more monkey problems in the week. Have you seen the Alfords advert with monkeys in?
No.
There's a new advert out for Alfords selling bikes and stuff.
Yeah.
Got some monkeys in it. It's caused an uproar.
Why?
People are saying it's dressing up in tracksuits and that is
taking the mickey out of Manchester.
Just, it's not nice for the animals and that. So there's been loads of complaints.
Will they get a free bike or something? Do they? I imagine.
I think they kept the tracksuits.
Yeah.
Shall I record
that's
after this cheeky freak of the week?
No, I'm just saying we're not doing this to sort of again take the mickey out of the animals and stuff. These are true stories and that. But yeah, coming next, freak of the week. Yeah, the thing is, I don't know what power I've got. That's the thing. If I start wrestling with him, I don't know how strong I am. I might do some damage. By accident. Because I don't go about punching people and stuff, so I don't know how hard I can hit. I might really hurt him.
Well, there you have it, folks. Now, let's see him in action.
When I was a kid, my dad said I better can't kick me height. I said I better can.
Kick your height? What do you mean kick as high as yourself?
I'm not cut out for kung fu, I know that much. That shouldn't hurt, should it? Just having a cup of tea. I'd be more confident if I had someone else's body, because if anyone dissed it, I can go, no, it's bad, innit? But it's
what
not
are you
mine.
talking about?
What? It's like, say,
as opposed to someone else's head?
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be me, would it? The head is me.
Well, of course it is, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
so what do you mean?
me.
You'd be happier having someone else's body? What, than your own?
What I mean is, say if you're wandering about, for some reason, there's an incident. You have to take your top off and that, and everyone's looking at you, right? And you're a bit sort of, you haven't got the muscles and that, you haven't got the six-pack.
Right.
Which isn't that nice anyway. I don't know why that's become a nice thing, really, seeing the insides of you. You might as well... I mean, I know I came up with the see-through skin idea, but it's a bit weird, isn't it? You can see stuff.
No, it's the muscle in front of the...
No, it's not.
Sometimes
It's not the outline of your organs.
No, you can't see tubes.
You can see tubes and veins and stuff.
Well, you can see veins.
Yeah, well, I don't want to see that. That's why we've got skin over it.
Well, stop looking at naked men.
No, but sometimes you can't help it because it's been hot, and like you say, there's people walking about with vests on and that. So anyway, what I'm saying is, say if some incident happened, I'm walking about with my top off.
Right.
Girls are laughing at me, right?
Why?
Dunno, they might.
Yeah, go on. So they wouldn't look at your body, they'd all look at your head.
So what I mean is,
yeah,
rewind that, right, and imagine all that happens again, but I've got someone else's body.
Right.
Whose body?
Just some fella who's died, and my body was injured, and they said, we've got a new body in. You can have it. We'll stick your head on it.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, say if...
They're laughing at you.
They're laughing at the body.
Yeah.
But at least I'd be able to sort of go, I know it's a mess, but it's not mine. At least I don't have to claim ownership.
So all of this extraordinary technology that can make put one head on another person's body, so you can go, it's not my body.
No.
But
it's not your own.
I'm not being funny though. So if you have a body transplant, right, and you're at home, naked, you look down, lovely penis and a set of testicles.
Yeah.
Right. What do you do with them?
What do you mean? What am I doing with them?
Well, do you like them?
Well, you wouldn't mess about with them as much as if they were your own.
if you did mess about them, would you feel guilty that you were messing about with another man's testicles and penis?
And it's the full body?
Yeah.
No, because they're not my hands either.
You're a genius! You're a fucking genius! So what you're doing is watching someone else wank.
Yeah.
Came up with a good idea.
We'll be the judge of that.
I'll do it now. It's not a good idea.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sticking my neck out here. I think this isn't going to be a good idea.
Okay.
Thoughts?
Well, I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to second that motion.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if we're both right.
See-through skin.
High five, Rick.
But that isn't what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, have you seen them weird things that just look like... They sort of look like a leaf?
Yeah, they're insects that have evolved to look like a leaf. So a bird thinks, oh, there's no tea there.
No,
that's not a juicy insect. It's a leaf. I don't eat leaves.
Yeah, but at some point, something has had it away with a leaf.
No!
What?
At no point has something had it away with a leaf.
No, to make it look that much like
No.
a leaf.
At no point did a beetle shag a leaf. There's nothing on a genetic level or molecular level, anything to do with it having anything to do with a stick or a leaf. It's superficial. It's the way it looks. Do you know what he said to me the other day? This is unbelievable. This is one of the most stupid, incredible things I've ever heard. He was talking, and he suddenly stopped, and he was thinking about it, and he went, oh, I went, what? He went, you'd never see a black ghost.
Extraordinary.
True, though, isn't it?
I've never seen a ghost, full stop.
There are no ghosts. There aren't ghosts.
No, I mean when you just see them in, like, magazines and that.
Play a record!
Right, I don't know the sort of full ins and outs of it.
Go on, you surprised me.
But what he asked for, something happened to his tackle, right?
Mm-hmm.
His penis.
Yeah, right. So he was at the doctor's, and they were like, oh, what can you do for me? It's a bit embarrassing, I've got nothing down there, right? So they were like looking at it, going, yeah. Doctor, I don't know if he started like rubbing his chin with his finger or something. Looked down, he's thinking, got an idea. You know, you've got a lot of fingers, how many of them do you use? The patient's like, yeah, I see what you're thinking. They cut off one of his fingers, sewn that on to where his tackle is. He's happy.
Well, that's different though, isn't it?
Well,
that's where they've
really
taken tissue. No, but I assume they fashioned it into more of a knob than a finger.
No, I still think it's there with like a little knuckle and you know, fingernail and that on
Well, I assure you it isn't. They've probably used the finger as a basis to then build up some sort of knob-based organ.
If you were doing that, use a sausage. I mean, why lose a finger?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because your finger has your tissue, your blood type, and therefore would graft near your testicles. A sausage is a thing that's made by a butcher out of offal, okay, that really can't be grafted onto any part of the human body. That's why they very rarely use any meat products in surgery. I know, yeah. Well, I mean, why not use a sausage? You're a mental case.
I've been trying to take in too much information though, that's the problem recently. Well, I said to you last week, I've been like reading more books and what have you, and trying to take in too much, but the problem is, like even watching telly and that now, Suzanne said to me, you know, stop doing that, stop watching telly late at night and going to bed, because it's making your brain too active. And I'm sort of...
Heaven forbid.
And you know, I'm trying to get to sleep and I can't, and then when I wake up, she had a go at me the other day, right? Because it was the night after watching The Fat Baby, right? Woke up in the morning, and she had a go at me because as soon as I woke up, I said something like, "How can you freeze time?" And she says, "Are you going to say good morning or whatever?"
I'm gonna burst! Just imagine it, right? It's that the sun comes out through the window. Oh, she's Carl's like that, his little head. His eyes open, he goes,
One of those floppy night hats.
how can you freeze time? Oh, God.
Oh, chimpanzee, that is only gone and written it down, the little...
That's the jingle for Karl's diary, excerpts of which we read each week. Get straight into it. A band from the Conga have won the Best Newcomers in a Radio 3 competition. They use pots and pans for instruments. It says that the Conga is a poor, sad place. So why do people do that happy dance at the end of parties called the Conga?
Right, one is the Congo. There's no place called the Conga. They come from a place called the Congo. Where do you come from? Okie dokie. It's a terrible place that we don't know whether to put our left leg in or our right leg in. Sometimes we shake it all about.
No, we're not sure if we should.
But, Conga!
So, we'll move on to this next one, right, which is brilliant. Dead short story, so, right, old woman, about 70 years old. She's normally fit and healthy and stuff, nothing wrong with her, she's having a good life. And one day, she goes for a check to the doctors, just to check herself out, 'cause she's getting on a bit. Says, take your clothes off and that. So she does, and checks her out, says, yeah, you're looking good, you're looking good. Turn round, he said, oh God. He says, you got a tumour on your buttock. Right? So she goes, oh. What, can you do anything to sort it out? So they go, yeah, we'll book you in for an operation, it's best if we remove this. Books her in for an operation, operation day comes, strip her down and that, they're all stood round, the doctors, start to operate, it only turns out it's a pork chop that she sat on 5 years earlier, and it had stuck to her buttock.
Right, Karl.
I can forward you.
I'm not. Right.
No, listen.
Okay, no,
Serious.
Right, okay, Karl. I'm telling you now. I'm leaving. I'm never doing this show again.
No, I'm serious. Honestly.
You're talking. I've never had such. You are. Play a record. Play a record.
I couldn't believe it.
What do you mean you can't believe it? Stop the record. Stop the record. Stop the record. Right. Okay. Right. What do you mean you couldn't believe it?
No, when I read it, I said I've got to tell
Ricky. This woman had a pork chop stuck to her arse for 5 years. You mental case. Of course she didn't.
But I always remember this story when I was a kid about some bloke who, a bit sad, the story, but weird. He had throat cancer, right? And his doctor said, carry on with your life, right? It's not going to be that good, but just carry on, but don't eat meat. And he was like, oh, I love meat. He's like, yeah, but just don't, have your veg, plenty of vitamins and stuff, keep yourself strong, but don't be eating that anyway. He was fed up because he loved his meat, and his wife was feeling a bit sorry for him one day, and thought, I'm sick of him looking fed up and that. All he wants is some meat, for God's sake, give him some meat. So she goes to the butcher's, gets him a big piece of like steak and what have you. He can't believe it. He's like, oh, brilliant, cheers for that. Anyway, he's got the meat on his plate, just about to tuck in, and the cancer comes out from his throat. What? No, I know, it sounds really weird, but it's something that I was told about years ago when I was growing up.
What are you talking about?
It was just some bad illness, some cancer thing, and it was coming out waiting for the meat. It was sort of dying.
Again, a lot of your medical knowledge is from
the film Alien.
So this guy with throat cancer, okay, as opposed to it being a disease of the cell.
It was like a living...
The alien. It was alien.
So it was the animal. It was the little animal cancer.
That's why he wasn't allowed to eat meat. He wasn't allowed to eat meat.
So it's sitting there. So it's actually sitting there and throat. I'll tell you what I'd have done if I'd have had some cancer in my throat. I'd go, there you go, rid of that. What are you talking about? So what happened?
He choked to death on this thing, and the wife was like, "Oh, I shouldn't have given him the meat after all."
Just that's a bollock story.
It's all. There's loads of weird stuff like that that happens in medical stuff.
Well, the terrible thing is, if you got testicular cancer and you eat meat, your bollocks come out of your trousers, and they're all over the plate, and you have to be asked to leave the restaurant.
But it doesn't sound like the great place to live, right? Could they not move? Could one of them go, do you know what, I'm sick of this. I'm moving or whatever, and go to a proper city. How far away is this, these Papa people? to the next.
They're like the Smurfs. They're very like the Smurfs.
But how many miles away from a place with a normal life going on?
But think about this, Carl. Firstly, they don't speak the language, so they don't have any practical skills. They've got no experience of civilization. So even if they chose to go and live in one of these cities, what can they do? How can they function? They'll spend 15 years just trying to figure out what how everything works.
Mind you, I have had the same thought about Inuits.
Right.
If you live in a house made of ice and eat fish all day, and then just stay in for 6 months, move. I really do. I mean, I don't understand why they're living there.
I think there's some bacteria that has better lives than that.
That's got to be offensive.
Why?
Okay, how about this is one of the weirdest things. This is one of the weirdest things, right?
Sorry! An entire people! An entire race
Just
of people!
dismiss.
I'm not having a go, but I'm just saying, I wouldn't fancy it, is what I mean. He said, what you've got to do when you go to sleep, focus on your toe, right?
Okay.
He said, and just think about nothing else. I said,
he's a witch! Did he tell you to put a toad under the bed?
No, he just said, focus on the toe and see how you go on and what have you. Next time you come in, let me know. Anyway, I gave this a go, focusing on the toe.
So what does this mean? You mean you sat in bed staring at your toes?
No, this is it. He said, like, lie down, shut your eyes, and sort of look at it, sort of thing. So I was lying there, and it just wasn't working because...
Oh, Carl, this isn't medicine!
Because I was...
You were thinking of a finger?
Well, no,
he found out he was thinking of someone else's toe. Next day someone called up and said, Carl, my toe's better.
No, the problem was I was still using my eyes even though I had them shut.
Oh God! Just when I think he could never come up with something stupid, he pulls that one out of the bag!
Right, so what does that mean?
Oh God!
What was he talking about?
When you're talking to a stranger, aren't you meant to keep it...
Above the waist.
Keep it...
Looking at his bollocks.
Keep it...
Erect.
I made Carl laugh.
Use... Well, I mean, why not use a sausage? You're a mental case.
I always remember this story when I was a kid about some bloke. He had throat cancer, right? And his doctor said, carry on with your life, right? It's not going to be that good, but just carry on. But don't eat meat. And he was like, oh, I love meat. He's like, yeah, but just don't, have your veg, keep yourself strong, but don't be eating that. Anyway, he was fed up because he loved his meat, and his wife was feeling a bit sorry for him one day. And thought, I'm sick of him looking fed up and that. All he wants is some meat, for God's sake. Give him some meat. So she goes to the butcher's, gets him a big piece of, like, steak and what have you. He can't believe it. He's like, oh, brilliant, cheers for that. Anyway, he's got the meat on his plate, just about to tuck in, and the cancer comes out from his throat. What? No, it's something, I know, it sounds really weird, but it's something that I was told about years ago when I was growing up.
What are you talking about?
It was just some bad illness, some cancer thing, and it sort of, it was coming out waiting for the meat. It was sort of dying.
Again, I get a lot of your medical knowledge is from
the film Alien.
So this guy with throat cancer, okay, as opposed to it being a disease of the cell.
It was like a living.
The alien. It was alien.
So it was the animal. It was the little animal cancer.
That's why
what
he
are you
wasn't allowed
talking
to eat
about?
meat. He wasn't allowed to eat meat.
So it's sitting there. So it's actually sitting there and throwing. Why? I'll tell you what I'd have done if I'd have had some cancer in my throat. I go, there you go, rid of that. What are you talking about? So what happened?
He choked to death on this thing, and the wife was like, "Oh, I shouldn't have given him the meat after all." Just
that's the bollock story.
It's all. There's loads of weird stuff like that that happens in medical stuff.
Well, the terrible thing is, if you got testicular cancer and you eat meat, your bollocks come out of your trousers and they're all over the plate, and you have to be asked to leave the restaurant. Right? And Steve, who probably wasn't as cool as he is now, you're a bit of
bit of a freak.
In those days.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
And it just covered him, and he just went like this. He went, well, now you've got to clear that up. Which I found even funnier.
Yeah, but you did have to clear it up.
I did. But I was crying with laughter as I was clearing it up and taking it out of your keyboard.
Yeah, but I think I don't think I gave you enough of a reaction.
No.
Because you didn't really do stuff like that afterwards.
No.
I think you were looking for real annoyance. And this is the weird thing about this relationship, is that despite the fact he's, 10 years older than me, I was often for a long time the adult. I say it for a long time. I think so. Often the adult.
I think it's what. Yeah, I think that's what drove the dynamic. And also, I was the laziest person in the world. I remember once when we were working, we were writing, and Steve said, "Look, we've got a lot of work to do." He said, "Don't have too many sausages at lunchtime," wasn't it? And I
actually fell asleep that day.
Yeah, because there was jumbo sausages in the BBC canteen. You meant to have one. I said I can handle two, and I had two. He said, "Don't eat two, Rick." And I did fall asleep, didn't I, when we were writing?
Yeah, he fell asleep under the table. I didn't realise he was asleep, and we were writing away, and part of the script, and I was reading out this bit that we'd written, and part of it involved someone knocking on the door. So I knocked on the table as I was reading it out, and he woke up thinking someone was coming in the office, banged his head on the side of the table.
Oh dear, just like Lennon and McCartney.
Yeah.
Someone actually asked earlier on the live chat, are you concerned that Karl Pilkington is going to become a bigger star stateside than you guys?
I want him to. I want him to be the biggest star in the world. I want him to be not just a star, but like an idol that people worship. Just little round things that is like like
they put on their dashboard.
Exactly, like Christianity uses a cross. It's just a little round orange sort of circle. Because I know he'll hate it. I just know he'll hate it.
Apart from Leonardo DiCaprio, was there anyone you wanted for extras that you didn't get? Anyone that you approached, told you to bugger off and shove it up your arse, says Jack Lovejoy?
There was only one person who said no, and that was Keith Harrison Orville.
Yes. Yes. And I think Sid Little, didn't he say no as well?
Oh yes, he did. Yeah, I think it was a bit too much for him. He thought. Yeah.
Was it after seeing a bit of the script that they were in?
Probably. Yeah. Well, I usually pitched it to him over the phone before we wrote it, and but no, he wasn't. He wasn't into it. Orville was up for it.
Oh, Orville would have been.
I don't know speak anymore over
that. Carol says, if you could pick the brain of any fictional character, who would you choose and why? Now, does that mean like that you could have the brain, or
Sherlock Holmes,
or what? And have it for yourself?
God,
information from
God, I think. We asked Karl a question. If God exists, what would you want him to say to you when you got to heaven? And Karl went, "Is that how it works?" What do you mean? He said, "Well, he wouldn't be on the door, would he?" I went, "No. You go out to his office." And Karl said that he'd say to God, "Well done with the world and that, but I think you've put in too much water."
Hey, wow, this is a big question. What are the best things in life?
What are the best things in life? First thing I thought of there, sausages. But I'm off
I thought that might be the answer.
I don't know. A mother's tears, maybe a baby's laugh. Although Karl said that was the most frightening thing. When we asked him a question. We were doing the questions from inside the Access studio. We said, "What sound do you hate?" And he went, "A baby laughing would do me head in." I went, "Why?" He said, "If I had a kid and Suzanne was out, and I'd put it to bed, and then I woke up at 2 in the morning to the sound of a baby laughing," he said it would freak me out. I think he's thinking of like Chucky, just sitting up going, unbelievable. The best things in life. Well,
they're free.
Freedom. Well, no, freedom is surely.
That's important.
Surely. In every aspect. Freedom of speech, freedom to live a good life the way you like it. As long as you don't hurt anyone, kids, and floss.
Yep.
We've got time for just a few more questions, so do keep your questions coming in thick and fast. A few people asked earlier, I don't know if there's any truth in this, Stephen, in a recent interview that you hinted at a secret crush for Nadine from Girls Aloud. Any truth in that?
I was being flippant. I'm a fan of all Girls Aloud.
Who is it?
Even the ginger one.
Yeah.
No, she's,
Well, don't say even. There's probably ginger.
No, I didn't mean that. I mean, and including the ginger one. No, it's just I got very ginger beard, and obviously, you want two ginger people get together, you can have ginger offspring, who might inevitably be bullied. So you've got to be careful. You've always got to think this thing through. I'm not just. a Girls Aloud is not just for one night, all right? They're for life.
You know, Carl said he thinks it's actually only in England where that happens.
I know,
in
it's
America,
weird,
they don't
isn't
get the jokes. Like, they quite rightly, they think, well, what's up? There's obviously nothing wrong with it. But Carl thinks that even ginger cats get bullied by other cats.
Why do you think it is that the ginger thing is?
I don't know. I thought it was. Isn't there a reference to the Bible or something?
Is there?
Wasn't
Judas was
wasn't
ginger?
Judas ginger?
No, wait till it's the
Well,
Middle East. They're not ginger people around there, are they?
Well, that's why he stood out like a sore thumb.
Clearly.
I have no idea why I said that. I don't know if that's true or not.
I wondered if it was something to do with the old Scottish-English rivalry. And obviously, all Scottish people are sort of, ginger-haired. I wondered if that was anything to do with that. Maybe one of these MySpacers will let us know.
Yeah, let us know if you can. Someone asked earlier, Stephen, has Ricky let fame go to his head? Does he only hang out with A-listers these days?
People often say to me, has Ricky changed since he got famous? No, he was always a cunt. What advice, Rick, would you give to people who want to get into the business?
Don't. do something useful. Train to be a doctor or a lawyer.
When was the first moment that you thought, I'm famous? Because you were on the 11 o'clock show. That was the first time I saw you.
I was always worried about that. I was always worried about the word that didn't want to be lumped in with those people who do anything to be famous, just live their life like an open wound. Fame per se is nothing and largely pointless, and it usually only has detrimental effects, to be honest, But I suppose I knew I was a face. I mean, the first time someone asks you your autograph, you think, oh, but that, I think everyone's famous to that degree these days. I suppose winning the Golden Globes was the freakiest because that made the real news, not just the entertainment news. It was on front covers of. That was a bit weird, and I was glad I wasn't here when that happened. I was still in America. I was doing some work, but I think the important thing is know what you're doing it for. If you're doing it to chase fame, well, then you can do anything really. You can do horrendous things to be famous. There's no difference between fame and infamy if that's all you want. But I think you've got to love what you're doing. You've got to know why you're doing it, and we do it for the work and the creative process. And fame is an upshot of what we do. If you're an actor and you're a successful actor, then you're probably famous. But that shouldn't be the driving force. And I'm probably much prouder of being a writer and a director than I am an actor in many ways. But it all comes as a package, really. And joking aside, the advice would be. Try and control your own destiny. Own your own labour. Be in charge. Walk away if it's not right. Don't compromise. Don't think, if I compromise 1,000 times, then I'll get something I'm good at. Because those things stay with you and they stay around. They hang around. There's no rush either. Don't think you have to be famous by 23 or it's all over. Unless you're in a boy band, that's just simply not true. And find your own voice and do something you're passionate about. Don't do anything for the sake of it. Do something that you want to get off your chest. That's what I'd say. Steve, anything to add to that?
Well, I just want to ask you a question from Jensen's Beard. Have you ever thought about having a facelift?
No. I don't even like going to the doctors when I'm seriously ill. So the point of voluntarily going under the knife where you might die because your face is saggy, well, that's age, that's gravity. I mean, it's crazy. These people that have these things that have ribs out and, just unbelievable. Who cares?
Do you remember that story, which is obviously a myth, about Prince having ribs removed so he could suck his own? Yeah. Why are you looking sheepish? It's not something you're considering?
No, I'm just worried about you've just said.
Well, it's obviously nonsense.
That's good.
It's patently nonsense, isn't it?
Can he not suck his own?
Sure.
No, probably not.
Ribs are in the way.
You know what? Hobbob is on the Bobbler.
Oh, again?
He's on the chat and he's clarifying the ginger issue. He's saying red hair was thought to be a mark of beastly sexual desire and moral degeneration.
From when, though?
I don't know. He doesn't really.
The 1980s?
Yeah. Since Mick Hucknall. When, though? That's what we're...
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea. He doesn't really go any further than that. If you've got any more info for us, mate, do clarify it in the few minutes
Bob
we've got
Meister,
left.
sloppy.
Imagine, oh God,
But
Just
anyway.
imagine if he was in charge. We did put him in charge of the country.
Terrifying.
Wouldn't that be amazing? Let him run the country.
Just for a week.
Or the mayor. What would you do if you were the president or the Lord Mayor of London or the
Prime Minister Carl?
I wouldn't do it like he's going to be offered it. It's a hypothetical question, Carl.
No, but Suzanne was, right, my missus, if you're a new listener.
Your keeper, sure.
Yeah, help her.
She was watching the news, trying to follow some heavy stuff. And I'm like,
The weather? What?
Do you know what I mean? I just was like bored and I was reading about that mouse that had an ear on its back and stuff like that. So she said, will you take notice of this? She'll be, you know what Ricky and Steve are like. They try to teach you stuff and you don't even want to learn. So to try and get me interested in it, she was like saying, what would you do if you're president and stuff?
Yeah.
And I can't be doing with any of it.
What did you come up with? You must
What would
have.
your slogan be?
What did you come up with? Did you come up with anything?
I had a little, the design of it, right? I said I'd have like red and blue, to sort of, do you know what I mean? Both sort of major sides into one.
Well, that's broken the back of it. That's a pretty good manifesto so far. Anything else? What's on the second page?
I had like, KP looks after me.
That would be the badges, would it?
Yeah.
That's good. I'm a KP nut.
Yeah. KP looks after me.
Yeah, brilliant.
That's about as far as I went with it.
What would you do? What about, policies, transport, crime, just law and order?
Yeah, what would you deal with crime? What would your initial approach be? Would you introduce guns? Should police carry guns?
Nah.
No.
Yeah. Would I have to worry about that?
Okay. No, good point. Good point.
No, what I'm saying is that, I mean, Tony Blair isn't sorting everything out, is he?
No, but he has a say in most things.
Does he? Well, go on then. What are the problems at the moment that need sorting out?
Well, generally, what's the best way to combat? Would you bolster up the prison system? Would you introduce more community service?
Would you go harsher for say I don't know drugs? Would you go harsher or less harsh? There's pros and cons to both, isn't it? Because of course you can't see to condone it, but some people, you don't want to go through the court system and cost taxpayers thousands of pounds of money for someone, I don't know, difference between smoking a spliff and dealing crack. Do you know what I mean? You have to all these things. Have I lost you?
Yeah, I'd just think about it for a bit. Do you know what I mean?
Brilliant.
You think about it for a bit.
Yeah.
Probably ask Suzanne. Do you know what I mean?
This is amazing.
Get her help on it.
Yeah.
What about the foreign situation? Would you have supported Bush in his war on terrorism? You're aware of this war that we had recently?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, if I was new, though, couldn't I just say, look, new slate, do you know what I mean? Let's start again.
Yeah, of course you can.
I'm in charge now, let's see if we can sort this out.
What would you do then?
Then see what happens. Just
Brilliant.
Suck it and see.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
This is excellent.
Now, this is not really your jurisdiction. This is not really your area, but I imagine you'd have some powerful friends who might have a say in it.
Go on.
Yeah. What would you do about single-sex marriages? Same-sex marriages?
See, this got this Cameron. I thought Cameron had blown it on Big Brother because they said, what do you think about gay fellas getting married? And he went, no, in the Bible it says, a man and a woman. And I thought, he's put off a lot of...
Yeah.
I don't think many Christians tune into Big Brother, but we know the gays love it. Yeah. They love Big Brother, don't they, the gays?
Yeah, so interesting. But
what
would your take be on that? Same-sex marriages?
And then what? Having a kid?
Well, let's start off with,
that's all right, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Just let them get on with it. It's not affecting anyone else.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right. But it starts getting tricky.
Right.
When you get a kid.
Okay.
Go on. Why?
Well, it's just tricky, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you could be right. I'm not giving any. I mean, we're not. There's no right or wrong
it's
answer.
All right if you were if you lived in the jungle, right, with no one else,
yeah.
Right, and you just had these two fellas, right, looking after you, but because you got no one else looking in on that, saying, "Oh, you're a bit weird, aren't you?" Do you know what I mean? But as soon as you come,
why have they got married? Do you think that gay people turned to a bloke because they couldn't get a woman? If there's two fellas go away and they're in the jungle, they go, we're definitely not going to find a woman here. We might as well bum. That's not how homosexuality starts. People don't.
It makes you wonder.
No, it doesn't make you wonder. Gays don't go, well, I'll tell you what, I haven't seen a woman I fancy yet. I'll try a bit of knob.
No. But what I'm saying is, right, if you're brought up in like a little jungle, right?
Yeah. How are you brought up?
Someone just puts you there.
I don't know what this is about.
Steve, I can't be bothered
Go on,
running
mate,
the country.
I'm listening, I'm fascinated.
I can't be bothered running the country! Like, I'm too much trouble for you!
KP takes care of me.
Alright, fair enough. What I'm saying is, right, if you're brought up in a jungle,
right,
on
what
your
do you
own-
mean brought up?
Just let him finish.
What does he mean
You understand
brought
what
up,
he
though?
means, like Tarzan.
You've got to tell me what you mean by brought up. Wolves, chimps. What?
Right, well, there's a good example of what I'm saying to you.
Right.
Right, what I'm saying is, there's a fella, right, he's brought up in the jungle.
Shut up, just let him finish. Let him finish!
There's no women about, he doesn't know about women, he doesn't understand what women are.
Right.
Right? But another fella walks in the scene.
Yeah.
And he gets pally with him.
What does he talk about?
Then they've both got needs.
This scenario is ridiculous. How has he lived? Or do you know what's his reference points?
I can't be bothered with this. Honestly, Saturday should be, day off and that, not worrying me about problems.
Oh, God!
KP takes care of me.
Oh, dear.
At the radio station, Hammond dragged us straight into a planning meeting with the show's rather nervous-looking producers.
Fill this in. So if we come out at the top of the hour here, you've got news, and then you've got sport, and then you've got weather.
Hold on a minute, it just says story there. What story?
So these are items throughout your programme.
Yeah, so we've got to think of things to talk about.
On the day we did this show, there was certainly no shortage of material. John Prescott, for instance, had been caught with his trousers down.
Is this not the single most amazing story ever?
And Charles Clarke had lost 1,000 immigrants. So what did James think would most interest the listeners?
Because when you're at the jet wash, should the bonger go off halfway through the cycle or at the end?
Also, the show was going out live, which could be a problem, given the loose connection between Jeremy's brain and mouth.
Right, the average weekly audience is about 250 to 300,000.
Not all of them are in invalid carriages.
Oh, get this idea out of your head.
Sorry,
please.
you said invalid carriages.
Well, what's the weather?
You will make sure he doesn't say things like that this afternoon.
What? Right, now I want you to show me how I can solve this 8-foot gorilla. What do you suggest I do?
The meeting rambled on for ages, during which time nothing got sorted.
The idea of reading the news butt naked.
Almost.
And then, with just over an hour to go...
I still don't understand any of this.
So, at 1:15 and 1:45, there are the headlines that James can read.
With half an hour to go, Jeremy suddenly announced, worryingly, that he'd been working on a plan.
Tonight, there won't be a single queue or jam in this region because I'm doing the travel on this show.
With 0 hour fast approaching, even Jeremy got busy.
Got it.
As I acquainted myself with the studio, James set about mastering some of the station's other technical equipment. With just a few minutes to go, 250,000 Southern Counties listeners were starting their journeys home.
Richard, where's the turntable? Brought the record.
Jeremy, there is no turntable. It's 2006.
And they were all expecting their usual slick and helpful drive time show.
You've got your interview first, haven't you, as well?
Who? What interview?
You've got, oh my God, that's me.
I haven't got the... No, James, you can't just nick
I've got
those...
MacArthur.
We were primed and ready.
BBC Southern Counties Radio.
Good luck, everybody.
Going to the bank holiday Monday.
Here we go.
Southern Counties Radio, I'm Alina Jenkins.
That shouldn't have happened. I'm going to fade it out, and then you're going to talk.
Right,
Is that it? Is that your intro? Can I just say good afternoon? This is still BBC Southern Counties Radio, and
We weren't what you'd call slick.
can I do the weather?
Yeah.
I've lost it. Have you got the headlines?
Yeah.
I've got them.
Yeah. No, you do them.
I haven't got any headlines.
And the jingles Richard had brought along were dreadful.
So what do you think of this one, lads? It's great.
I've been driving in my car, listening to Jeremy Clarkson.
How much did you spend making those?
£5 a pop.
No matter, we would redeem ourselves with my new, brilliant and extremely complicated traffic system.
What I've done here is I've fixed up a link between the Highways Agency's headquarters in Godstone in Surrey, so I can see all the traffic cameras from all the motorways in the region. Now what's happening is we've got an outside broadcast truck at Godstone. It's firing its signal up to a satellite 22,000 miles in space, back down to White City in London. They're firing down to a switching station in Tunbridge Wells, and here we are in the studio looking, and if I can swing the camera around now, we can get it off the main pictures. I can even zoom in.
With full control of the cameras, Jeremy could reveal his big plan.
Instead of telling you where the traffic jams are, I am going to give you the registration number of the car that has caused them.
So, he's not just reporting on the traffic, he's bossing it about.
Brave. Now, who's this for coming down in a Volkswagen van? You're leaving a 200-yard gap there. Now, close up.
While Jeremy was shouting at the traffic, James and I were getting to grips with the music.
No, don't tell me. As promised earlier, it is Wang Chung and Dancehall Days.
Oh, you sprung that on me, rather. Do you want to do that again, James?
As promised earlier, it's Wang Chung and Dancehall Days.
Maybe just once more for me, mate.
Just play something else.
Oh, all right.
Oh, it's right.
Yeah.
He's no idea.
Yeah, you see. I'd just like to apologise.
BBC Southern Counties Radio Travel.
Hello, is that me?
That was slick.
It was time for another of Jeremy's rubbish travel reports.
Oh no, look at that! Somebody, here we go. Somebody in a, it seems to be a Land Rover Discovery has jackknifed while carrying a trailer. No, it's a 4x4, it's a good job it was, that's why he's still alive. Lucky you didn't listen to the Liberal Democrats on that one. The two outer lanes of the motorway, please get out of them, because they're blocked by an idiot in a Mitsubishi who's managed to crash into his own trailer. And people are moving over far too soon, which means that the motorway network is not being fully utilised. We paid for it, drive right up to the crash, use it, and then get your window down and tell the man exactly what you think of his driving.
Precisely.
Oh no, what we've got here is a travel flash, actually. My thanks to Janice. She tells us that in Dorking High Street, a caravan has come adrift of the car blocking one lane. The police are in attendance. Police, are you armed? I hope they are. They could take it out and just shoot the drivers.
Thank you very much. That's the travel with Jeremy Clarkson.
Even we could see the show was pretty bad. But then it got worse. Hammond mistimed a trip to the loo, and while he was in there, a song finished.
Hello? Is there somebody there? Is anybody there? Hello?
Come on!
Oh.
Then I forgot I was going out live.
Well, he's ginger and he's Welsh.
Okay.
And then we upset the station's sports reporter.
204 for 9, the latest score. Karl Hopkinson 45. Rana is 26 not out. 3 wickets apiece for Dominic Thornley and Sean Irvine. As for Surrey, they're going much...
That happens.
53 for 3, is that good? I don't understand.
They've scored 253 runs and they've lost 3 wickets, sir. It is cricket. It's a game that's been played in this country for about 300 years.
What, the same
why
game?
don't you get the Observer's Book of Cricket, which will tell you all of the regulations that you need to know, and then you'll be okay. Well, now... I'm sorry.
Worse still, my traffic system really wasn't working out as planned. The cameras were not able to give enough detail, so my reports were becoming a little vague.
Jeremy, go.
It's all completely hopeless. Everywhere I can see people in Astras, M25, Godstone's jammed up at Junction 6, Barrow Green. Don't use it. Don't use it. Stay at work, be productive, and buy a helicopter.
It's not particularly helpful what you're telling them there.
No.
I therefore decided to personalise my reports.
Hello there.
Hello, how are you?
Bit fed up as I can't work out whether I'm supposed to be turning off the M25 or not. We're trying to get home tonight.
Where are you? So you're
I'm going anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise. You, my son, have had it.
Oh, thanks a lot.
I'm screwing it up.
With the traffic system ruined, we were running out of things to say.
Which is, if you use a jet wash, should the bonger on each cycle go off at the end of the cycle or in the middle? If the bonger goes off at the end of the foamy brush cycle and you've only done the bonnet, you've had it.
The switchboard began to light up with angry listeners, one of whom was called Mrs. Smith.
Mrs. Smith. Hello, Mrs. Smith.
I came home from work at 5 o'clock, and what a load of rubbish this is, and I think it's absolutely dreadful. I've been an avid listener to Southern Counties for a number of years. For God's sake, bring back Dominic, Busby and all the rest of them.
Yeah.
It's all a load of rubbish. Thank you and good night.
With the locals ready to lynch us, we decided to get out early. This is a 9-minute song. By the time it's over, our show's over. We could. Do you want to walk through Brighton after the show we just did?
I've got the car round the back.
By the time this is over, we can do.
No, just back. Down the back stairs. Sorry, down the stairs. Yeah.
Right. I'm going.
Sorry.
MacArthur's Park is melting in the dark.
Other emails. We've had a lot of questions about time travel. People are fascinated about your approach to time travel, and I know we've talked about this in the past, but this is a very specific time travel question. If you had a time machine, Karl, to what event in your childhood would you travel back to, and why?
What's the point in going back to things that you thought... No, it's just that it's never as good, is it? It's like a place you go on holiday, and you go back thinking it'll be as good as the first time. It never is. So I don't believe in going back to places.
What do you understand the question as? Do you think they're asking, would you go back like a ghost and spy? Would you go back and you've got your childhood back, you are that child again, you're in the body, you are the child, or you've got your adult head and experiences on, you know...
Rick, I really don't think Karl was thinking there was any of those variations, let's be honest, but now that you've flagged him up...
I think he was thinking of him as he is now, in school with a cap on.
Yeah,
but
too big for the chairs.
Yeah, come on.
No, I don't think I would go back. It's all happened now, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's an email for our own amusement.
Well, okay,
choose an event. Okay, forget the time travel thing.
No, hang on, I think let's clarify one of Ricky's points. What if you could go back and you could live that moment again? How would you do it differently?
There's been times where I've gone, oh, that was a bit out of order or whatever, but then you learn from your mistakes, don't you? So I don't want to go back and change stuff, because it's like that thing that they go on about, innit, where they blame the butterfly on an earthquake. You know, it's going to happen. If it wasn't that butterfly, it's another one. So why pass the buck, is what I'm saying.
So you've got no regrets? There's nothing in your past you'd want to change or do differently?
What about if you went back and you spied like a ghost on something? You couldn't change anything, but you could have a look at someone and just sort of look, like Ebenezer Scrooge does, the Ghost of Christmas Past. He goes back and he's sort of like looking at himself dancing and stuff. What would you do? What would you go back and have a look at?
Yeah, but you're asking me to change. I don't want to change.
You're not changing, you're just observing. It's impossible.
All right,
this question, it's not going to happen. You're not going to have to do this. It's impossible.
Right, yeah, I nearly died once, didn't I, on an ice pop.
Right.
Right. Now, maybe if I would have died, I'd say, well, let's go back to that, and I won't have an ice pop.
You wouldn't be doing the podcast if you'd have died. You wouldn't be having this email put to you. What are you
That's absurd. You're now saying you're rewriting history and then going back to change it.
Yeah.
There's no need. You didn't die.
And we've changed it. You can't change anything. You're just going to go back and watch something. Would you like to go back and watch yourself choking on a Mr. Freeze?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I wouldn't go back now, because I'm all right. I haven't had one since. I've learnt a lesson. I'm not missing them ice pops. So...
I don't think you're making the most of this opportunity to fantasise.
I don't see the point in going back in anything. I mean, do you mean go back in time to the point of you can see, like, Rome in its working day?
What, in your childhood? Was Rome about when in your childhood? Were there gladiators in your childhood?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Everything I've been through, so why see it again?
Forget it. It was just a nice little question.
I mean, that shows the lack of imagination in Karl Pilkington. Your mind can't fathom something unless it's, like, you know, got two heads.
But I don't see the point in doing something twice. Because the thing is, say if there's one good moment when I was about 6 that I loved, I'd then have to go through all the other 20 years. Again.
Well, why? Why have you imposed that? It's a fantasy. Make it up.
You could go back and come back again.
Yeah, whiz back and fast forward 35 years.
Nah.
Brilliant. No. Like it was on offer. Like this was really on offer. Move on.
meet this guy in LA who's done a lot of stuff to his body.
Mm.
That's a result of a lot of plastic surgery and liposuction and...
120 procedures.
Yeah.
About 100 and... What did he say? It's about $150,000 worth of work.
I'm quite impressed with the fact that you don't care. You're happy to stand there posing with your top off. And let's face it, you haven't got the best body known to man.
It's not a bad one.
No, it's fine.
It works.
Yeah.
But I understand that any women watching this wouldn't go, oh, look at him. But that's the reality, isn't it? That's what most people look like.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So I don't know what's happened where they think that's normal on the left. All that,
Yeah.
all them bits,
Yeah.
they're all implants he's got. The bits in his pecs, on the back of his arms, he's had stuff put in there.
Yeah.
And I was like, that can't be comfy.
No.
Have you sort of laid on Brighton Beach?
Yeah.
It's Pebbly Beach,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, I used to live in Brighton. Yeah.
And it's not nice, is it,
No,
really? It's
no,
bumpy
it's
and that.
annoying, yeah.
And that's what I imagine it would be like for him to lie down at night, because he's not lying on his own bits.
Right,
It's
yeah.
all lumps of stuff. But honestly, the lengths people go to, he was telling me about how people have the ball sack.
Yes.
The testicle.
Backsack and crack.
Not just that anymore.
Oh, what do they have now?
Ironed.
Oh, what? Oh, really?
They have the things ironed because of the creases.
Oh, God.
They don't want creases in it. It's just like, what? I mean,
So they
when
want
I
a
said to him,
smooth
yes.
ball sack.
And again, I was saying they're not, lines on your face. It's about expression. It's about showing feeling. I don't know why your testicle. What's the proper word for it?
Scrotal sack, maybe?
Is it?
Something like that, yeah.
The scrotal
It's your
sack.
scrotum, isn't it?
Your scrotum.
Yeah.
It's got lines on it. Yeah, what's that? I mean, they're not worry lines, are they?
No.
I don't know what they're there for. I suppose it's to give it a bit of movement. But at the end of the day, they've been like that for thousands, millions of years or whatever. Don't worry about it.
Do you go to the toilet in front of each other?
What I mean is, I don't say I'm going, do you want to come and watch?
Right.
But what I mean is, I don't bother locking the door and sort of wondering about noises and stuff.
Okay.